Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Lisa J. Stocks, and this is somebody who's going to help us with our finances. And it's very interesting that we have a small handful of financial channels here in the Superchat family, considering that 99% of us have monetization on our minds. So what I find compelling about these channels, and Lisa J. Stocks included in that group, is that these creators are going to help us maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in from that monetization, not to mention the income that we already have. So what Lisa J. Stocks does is talks about technical aspects of stock market investing, and they are very forthcoming about their own portfolio. They talk about technical terms like dollar cost averaging, the importance of financial education for youth, and in my opinion, financial education for everybody. The interesting thing about Lisa J. Stocks, though, is that she's expanded her content far beyond simply technical investing in the stock market. She talks about fundamentals, she talks about motivation, she talks about challenges, and she talks about making an investment plan and then executing that plan. As you can see from the latest video, I'm going to put the second part of this series into my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, and playlists can be a great tool for that. Lisa J. Stocks is now sitting over 500 at actually 524 subscribers, so she must be excited about the new graduated monetization system where we're able to get in with 500 subscribers and then continue on past 1,000 and far beyond. When we look at Lisa J. Stocks, we also see that she's got some shorts videos here that have started to get into the hundreds of views. One of them's popped over 1,600. And then live streams are something that she's experimented with. We'll keep an eye on the channel, see if she's going to keep those up. She posts frequently, and we've always got the notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. So we feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community, and we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. As you have seen, we do that so that you literally have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So, I hope everybody will connect with Lisa J. Stocks. We'd love to push her towards the 600 subscribers she's thinking about. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I noticed that Canadian Family Life and Mike and Rihanna's Adventures were early in the door with Day One Adventures and Just Jason Keto, who's here every day along with the Bud Files, for which I'm very grateful. Canadian Family Life, I think, is as well, and Mike and Rihanna's Adventures also are. So I appreciate that, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. We can all only do as much as we can for each other. I try to do the same thing, but as long as everybody is doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. Longtime friend Was Hell is in the house and dropped a super chat before we even started, so thank you for that extra generous support. For that reason, we'll make that channel the next one that we look at after our introductions, and then we'll start spinning the wheel shortly. Rock Chick Beauty's here from the UK. Shane, Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninjas in the house. Antonio Brim, it's good to have you back. Cruising is fun anytime is here with us, along with Consume the Goodness, who was talking about Just Jason Keto's grilling videos. He's got some good looking shorts videos over there. And then Legend Payne might be here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. you will notice that a couple of creators are missing from the wheel today. And that is our dear friends Michael's Adventures, who is just off because he's working. He's here for every stream he can be, but he always makes sure that I remember, except for on the last stream I forgot, but to let everybody know that he's thinking about us on all the days that he can't be here. And then Scratch and PPA has got some very exciting stuff coming up for his channel, and I'll leave it to you to head to his channel to see what I'm talking about. I'll type his name into the chat here. He is here for every single stream without fail for hours at a time for years now, but he is doing some extra stuff, and he will probably in a few hours be heading to the airport. So we'll be looking forward to that. Anne-Marie LoveXX, thank you so much for another super chat. She's done that before. I've caught her many times in the kitchen cooking on her channel. She does a bit of variety as well. I think the other day she was actually playing words on stream as well. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it was her channel. Hilda DC, my dear friend, thank you so much for being here. She is a moderator and will be added to the wheel right away along with our members. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We will look at our super chatters right away in order before we spin the wheel, but everything here is open to everybody. So even if you're you've been to Tuber Chat a few times before, or if this is your first time, I'll just let you know that it takes a long period of time, but we will add names to our wheel from our coastal water. We will add names to our wheel from our chat list after a little while. It will probably be a long while, probably an hour and a half, I'm guessing, tonight. And that's based on who's most active in the chat, and that means actively engaged in conversation. I'm just adding some more names to the wheel because I see a few of our members coming through. Kat Lynn is here. Coastal Water, of course, is in the house. Orange Cone Vlog is on the wheel, and Via Speaks Royally is here as well. Oh, Anne-Marie LoveXX does game nights twice a week, which is very cool. I actually started doing trivia on Monday nights on my personal channel. We've just been doing that for about a month and a half now as an experiment. And actually, popping the popcorn is Katie. She's been there for that, for which I'm grateful. I'm going to put her on the wheel right now because she happens to be a member along with Charlene Heel. And again, the channel on the screen right now is Lisa J. Stock. She's going to help us with our finances, not just with stock market investing, but more fundamental motivation and inspiration when it comes to financial education, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and has been for a long time. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And SK Clash, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Oh, and then Anne-Marie LoveXX. That's my name, Kevin, K-A-Y-E. Armin Coda Status, good to see you in the house as well. Thank you for coming in. We've got a few creators here who are in for the first time. SK Clash, thank you. Those commands are only, I just use that to make sure the robots are hopefully running, like Nightbot, Bottissimo, and Streamlabs, and Stream Elements. Streamlabs is not showing up yet, but I'll have a look at that. And let's get to our next channel. So Wazhell dropped a super chat right before we started. Scratch my way to riches or rags. Good to see you in the house. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Why am I not getting Wazhell? Oh, because double Z. Double Z. You can tell I'm Canadian when I say Z. There's Wazhell right there. And this is a longtime friend, actually. They're working on 1,400 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. Chef DeRids 1291, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And When we look at Washell, I'm just going to have a look at their videos before their shorts. I see I'm behind, so I'm going to take their latest gameplay video from Call of Duty. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then just please watch the spamming in the chat. We just don't want to say too much all at once. YouTube will consider that spam. Our moderators might knock a few of those messages out. AR Gun 1776, good to see you in the house. Homestead in the Woods with D will be added to the wheel right this second because they happen to be a member. It takes a long time to get onto the wheel and to the screen for anybody that's brand new. Probably an hour and a half to almost 2 hours tonight. We're usually here for 3 hours. And we got a few gaming channels in the house today. I'm wondering if some of these channels might be younger creators. And I'm just going to do something here, pardon me, in the background. We'll try a feature from YouTube. It cuts down, and what we don't want to do is have anybody get, like, you know, timed out or banned or anything like that. We typically don't ban anybody here, but I don't even want to time anybody out unless we absolutely have to. Sometimes there are language barriers, sometimes there are age differences and things like that, and you'll notice this in your own chats for anybody that does premieres or live streams. But YouTube gives us a few things that can help everybody out so that they don't end up accidentally spamming or anything like that. So I'll put on slow mode for a little while. I'll turn it off later if I remember and if it's not necessary, and that will help. And we're looking at Washell. So obviously some video gameplay on the channel. As we can see, they mix up the gameplay. I love Grand Theft Auto, so I'm happy to see that there. I wish we'd get an official release date on Grand Theft Auto 6. They've got some shorts happening here as well, and these have gotten into the thousands of views. 6,500, 14,000, 23,000, even one breakout shorts video at 345,000 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will check these out as well. Live streams on Washell's channel feature a lot more video gameplay, so lots to see here and lots of variety. But like I said, this is a longtime friend and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. And it's interesting that that's all happening today. Yeah, Armin, I'm just going to block the channel if you're going to do that, but thank you. Cooking in a Mo, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, here we go. All right. Cooking in a Mo, I think I've seen you before, but thank you for being here. And Little Red and Bunny Tracks is actually a longtime friend, so thank you for coming into the chat. And they've actually got a couple of channels, so we'll look at both of those in a little while. Bantoom, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And let's look at our next channel. So Washell, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We're going to look at the Chef Ritz 1291 in a moment. Anne-Marie Love XX is coming up right now for the same reason. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. We put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then we will open up the chat to everyone in a little while. So, Anne-Marie Love XX has 3,000 subscribers. My dear goodness, they just passed a milestone, which is fantastic. And one of the things I just want to let everybody know, we've got quite a few new channels in the chat today. I really don't know why exactly. However, it seems to be from a community. While I could be wrong, one of the things that I recommend is not going right away to brand new channels. Usually I don't say it so bluntly, but when we have brand new channels that come in the chat, you'll notice that I often let everybody know that it is better to make the first move and reach out to other creators. But a lot of people who've been here many times before or for long periods of time will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, with good reason, because they want to see how those creators are interacting in the chat to make a judgment call as to whether they will be loyal and dedicated supporters before connecting to them. So that's just an idea. Oh, cooking in a mall. Okay, good to see you in the house. And then, yeah, usually I don't have slow mode on here, but I've just put it on for a moment here. I might turn it off again, but we just had a couple of creators come in. I don't know if it's an age thing or a language thing, but we'll see. And then Anne-Marie Love XX is here with 3,000 subscribers. So I've caught her more often in the kitchen than anything else, usually on these live streams. And you can see that I was there the other night for game night. So she says she's doing these twice a week. These are really cool words on stream where you can participate in the chat, right? And then lots of cooking. This is how I've seen Anne-Marie Love XX more than anything else. But I also see her out supporting other creators as well, which is great to see. Some variety in her content, including shopping hauls. I'm just going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with her a little bit. And then when we look at the shorts videos on Anne-Marie Love XX, we see over 4,000 views on a couple of these. One of them over 5,000. Which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Anne-Marie Love XX. We'd love to push her towards the 3,100 subscribers she's thinking about now. Obviously, she's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And we see that she tells us she's bringing us cooking, cleaning, vlogging, and I know there's much more on the channel. So thank you again, Anne-Marie Love XX, for the super chat. She's done that before. So has Was Hell, and so has the Chef Rids 1291. We're going to look at that channel right now and see what they've got going on. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then we're looking at the Chef Rids 1291. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them as well. They're another longtime friend. I've seen them out supporting other creators many times before. Kid Wonder's coming in right now and just dropping a highlighted milestone message. He's been an official member of over 2 years and actually happens to be a gold member. So we see that creator's channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. He's actually got about 4 channels. I think he's got 6, but I think he's working on 3 or 4 of them right now. But we'll look at those in a little while. I'm going to get Kid Wonder on the wheel. It's now Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder. And I got a good story to tell when they come up. I didn't realize it, but Anne-Marie Love XX actually took over our stream boss position with her super chat. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure. And we'll see that from Anne-Marie Love XX for a little while right now. And I don't know why Streamlabs didn't want to show up, but hopefully it's going to start showing up. I'm just turning it off and on in the background. I turned off the slow mode for now, so we'll see how that does. Nez Lover is in the house. And Doof Doof Paranormal is also here, a channel we featured the other day. We feature a different channel every single day like I was saying earlier, based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. So, Chef, pardon me, I keep almost saying it wrong. The Chef Rids 1291 is up on the screen right now. They've got some shorts right on the front of the channel, so let's look at those first this time. We see that this creator's working on 1,700 subscribers, and then we are going to look at their shorts at over 2,600, 3,400, and even 7,800 views. And forgive me, Anne-Marie Love XX, are you, does your husband have a channel and I just didn't know that up until now? I'm just curious because I may not have known. And then let's see if I don't know if this is a real channel, but yeah, SK Clash. It takes a little while for me to put names on the wheel and onto the screen. I see that that's a brand new channel, so you're welcome to meet people here if you'd like, if that's a channel that you're working on. But yeah, it's interesting today. It's almost like a few people were watching for something interesting that was going to happen today and waiting for an opportunity, but it's all right. Doof Doof Paranormal, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before already. And talking about changing the name of your channel. So it's a really tough question. Oh, is Ritz? I didn't realize that. I never knew that, Anne-Marie Love XX, but thanks for letting me know. And then, yeah, SK Clash, it's up to you if you want me to block the channel right now, and then you can talk to me on another social network about coming in, because we don't do negativity here. If you want to wait and get some exposure, that's fine, if that's a channel that you're working on. But we're not familiar with your channel yet today, so... Mama 4 Boys, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Life of Deandra, good to have you here. A lot of times when people come to Tuber Chat for the first time, they see that this is quite a boring channel compared to many others that are out there, because all we're here to do is meet each other in the chat, and I just talk for 3 hours while we're here. That's all we do. So we'll give it a chance. I get what you're doing, but you can... if you want to grow your YouTube channel and would like to have a chance to meet a few people here in the chat, then that's fine too. But again, this is a perfect example of what people hear me say a lot of times, is that you don't want to necessarily go to a brand new channel in the chat right away, or at least have a look at their channel. Because if they don't have an abundant number of subscribers already, it might be a channel that's just here for other reasons. So I think that's obvious. And Riz is a real one for sure. Riz, absolutely. But I believe I've seen this creator out supporting others, and now that I think of it, it might be because I've seen them with Anne-Marie Love XX, but that makes sense. Also monetize, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm sure that you will. We'd love to push them towards the 1,700 subscribers they're thinking about. A little bit of lottery ticket scratching here. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. I've seen a few things, but lots of delicious looking content on this channel as well, which is great to see. So thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that, and for that reason we put those channels up right away. We'll get to the next channel in a second here. Doof Doof Paranormal, which is Karen from Australia. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And yeah, the 20-minute timer I always leave on. I'm thinking about putting it a little bit longer for today, as a matter of fact. But we always leave it because it helps with trolling and spamming and things like that. The other thing that it helps with is because this particular channel is obviously like a utility. People are here for a reason to meet each other. So it gives everybody a chance to see if they like it before they come into the chat, because we don't want anybody disappointed, right? Tori's Brain, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I know She Stole My Thunder also came in, so thank you for that. She dropped a super chat, and I don't think you're going to quite be able to see, but I actually have a coffee on me. I'm trying to switch to almost black coffee. I have 2 coffees a day now, and one of them I put honey in it, but the other one I don't. Yeah, SK Clash, I'm not going to change anything on this channel today, but thank you for the suggestion. I'll keep it in mind. Sister Winnie, good to see you here. Cruising Koozies, good to have you here as well. Foxy's Friends is in the house. It's good to have you here. And I'll put them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. And when we look at Doof Doof Paranormal, Karen from Australia, we're going to see somebody who's a part of the paranormal genre where we actually see a lot more content. And we had an influx about 2.5 years ago of paranormal channels come through with a lot of explorations of abandoned locations, as a matter of fact. Some of these creators actually have become so much friends to us here in Superchat that I've actually been out on a couple of paranormal investigations with Huntophobia and Reckless Adventure, which was really cool. I've got a behind-the-scenes video on my channel, actually. There's Corinne's Life from Nova Scotia. Thank you for coming in. She is here as a moderator and a member. And I will put her onto the wheel right away. When we look at Doof Doof Paranormal, I'm just going to grab the latest video and put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. And then as well, Warm Strong Adventures. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That's another supportive channel. I've seen them out with a lot of other creators on StreamYard panels and in chat supporting others as well. Wheaton Shaw, good to see you in the house also. Thanks for coming in. Experience Africans, hopefully I said hello. And when we look at the shorts on Doof Doof Paranormal, this is one of the things that I found most compelling about this channel. If you watch a couple of these shorts, particularly this most popular one at 1200, you'll see the video editing that goes into this. I really think that shorts have a better chance of moving the way we wish they would when we put production value into them. I haven't done very many. Myself personally, I've only done about 50. But when and it could be less than that, but when I've done them, I've filmed simple things like fireworks or a duck crossing the street. Nothing that like really says wow, you know, kind of typical things. But some creators here in the Superchat family have really done well with a lot of shorts videos. Corinne's Life comes to mind with that as well. Hopefully everybody will check out what Doof Doof Paranormal has going on with those. And then, of course, live streams are here as well. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these again soon. Like I said, we always put notification bells on for every single channel. And that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for everybody and making sure that we catch as much as we can. So forgive me, Doof Doof Paranormal, I missed your question. You were asking about changing the name of the channel. So changing a name is really, I'd love to push everybody to know that the name of your channel, your avatar, your banner, it's your business and nobody else's. That's just an opinion. And we get a lot of information from a lot of people, or opinions or suggestions or advice, if we want to call it. And lots of people are very well-meaning. But when we think about this, one way to think about it is when you have a child, you don't take a poll and ask everybody what you should name your child. You just name the child, and over time, their name comes to mean something. The same thing comes for our YouTube channels, because now all of us, no matter what size your channel is at right now or how many subscribers you have seen channels with names that you cannot believe. Not to mention you've seen channels with very popular names that are very similar, for instance, right? So when it comes technically to the idea of changing your name, you have a couple of options. If you pick popular words that are easy to remember, it's hard for people to find your channel because you might have a lot of other channels with similar names to compete with in the search results. If you pick a name that's very unique, like Doof Doof Paranormal, for instance, that is a name that might not be as easy for somebody to remember right away, but you will come up first in the search results after just a couple of weeks after starting your YouTube channel. I find that most channels hit #1 for the search results after they get to about 800 subscribers. That's not written in stone, it's just something I've observed over a few years, but it seems to be the way. So I'm not sure which way you're asking the question, if you should change the name of the channel altogether, which if you wanted to, it's better to do it when it's early because you don't want to change the name after you've got 70,000 subscribers, right? And then if you're just talking about trimming it down or slightly changing it, it's not going to affect it that much. The only thing that will happen is it might be slightly more difficult for people to find you for about 2 weeks. And that's what I found in the search results when people have completely renamed their channel. So it's just an idea, but again, not set in stone. These are somewhat opinions. Charming Ellis, good to see you in the house. Blue Chicken, good to have you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just here to say hello or drop a thumbs up or running the stream in the background, because I know we got some friends doing that. Dom Torregrosa, good to see you in the house. And Bronze Flat Power God Tech Channel, good to see you in the house as well. And hopefully you're feeling welcome also. For anybody that's brand new, hopefully I haven't missed anyone. And our instructions are always in our video description if you'd like to meet new friends and family members. So, I'm just checking on the robots, and there it is. Streamlabs showed up finally. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Doof Doof Paranormal. Karen from Australia, we'd love to push her towards the 400 subscribers that she's thinking about. Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is going to hit their 4,000 watch hours anytime now, which is great to see. They'll have it in no time. That's literally getting down to probably days. Maria Etrude Sifton, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a long-time friend. It's good to have you back in the house. And then Overloaded Gaming, good to have you in the house. Things like Super Chats and memberships here on Superchat are unnecessary. Very much appreciated when they do happen, but I leave everything open to everyone, so it's not necessary. So it will be a long period of time before I start adding names to the wheel or the screen, but we will get to that in a while. So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, my dear goodness, Overloaded Gaming really does have over 100,000 subscribers. Interesting. You should have your check mark anytime, I guess, right? If that's, pardon me. I'm going to say the wrong thing because we've already got an issue going on with creator. Yeah, Overloaded Gaming. I wonder if we've seen your channel before. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Yeah, if that's right, 105,000 subscribers. Is that right? Oh, maybe not. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know how you did that. Yeah, I think I'm going to, put the, oh, SK Clash, thank you. Okay, I'm going to turn up the, subscription system so that people have to be subscribed for at least a day to come in. So we'll give it a couple of days. And then thank you, I am SK Clash. I wonder if that's somebody we've known before. Alright, so for anybody that's in the chat and not able to chat, waiting for that time limit, I do appreciate your patience, but we've got a lot of channels to get through for today, so we'll do that, and then we'll change our chat up again for possibly the next live stream. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, I didn't put you on the wheel yet, but I will do that in a moment. Rock Chick Beauty, I almost missed your super chat. Thank you for dropping that. And for today, if anybody notices that I missed something like that, that is something I don't want to miss, then just please don't be afraid to give me a nudge, because we know that I tend to get behind in the chat. Yeah, somebody was waiting for an opportunity today. I could tell. That's funny. Well played, my friend. And Jose Fantasticville, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Cruising Koozies is in the house. Good to have you here as well. I think I said hello. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody. So, Doof Doof Paranormal, thank you again for your generous super chat. She's done that many times before. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Together We Travel, good to see you in the house. FR Humphrey is here. And Our Georgia Suburban Homestead is in the house. Thank you. I can't remember for the life of me where it was, but they said something wonderful the other day. I think it was... yeah, I think it was in the last live stream, but I really did appreciate that. Our Georgia Suburban Homestead. I'm just going to get you on the wheel. We'll start spinning again. And we'll see who's coming up next. Grammy's Journal, good to have you here. Thanks for coming in. Orange Cone Vlog is coming up. This is a creator that's fairly new to Tuber Chat. So somebody I'm just getting to know, and they... happen to have picked up a gifted membership, which is really cool. And we've seen a lot of that going on lately. Orange Cone Vlog has 286 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And we see that they've got a couple of live streams set up. So obviously they're doing these every Friday. Now hopefully I can catch you for one of these. Lots of familiar faces on the screen with their StreamYard panels. A lot of our cruising and travel community, as a matter of fact. I've also seen them out supporting others as well. So a few shorts on the channel. A couple of these have already got over 100 views, which is a great start. And then as well, they're posting videos. Hopefully we'll see some new videos shortly. But we'd love to push them towards the 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. Yeah, Blue Chicken, all of the robots should be here. Nightbot, Bottissimo, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements should all be in the house. Destination Fun, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. Natalie Nicole's ASMR has also slipped in the door in Katie's Kitchen. Oh my dear goodness. And I'll get these. Oh, I can't type today. So I put a command in the chat there. That was actually just a fun chat command that I put in, but inspired by Coastal Water, who's a little more fun than I am, I renamed it to Roll Call. So there's Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Bottissimo should be around as well. And anybody can add those in. You have to do it manually into every robot, but it's just a quick way in case you wonder, because what happens, and we can't explain why, it's just a glitch like every other thing with computers, I guess, but sometimes the robots will accidentally turn themselves off. And there's no rhyme or reason. It has nothing to do with activity or anything like that. On every channel that I've streamed on and every other channel that I run, it happens. So every once in a while, you got to look and see, like, hey, did a robot show up? Especially if you're making promises. And typically what I think about is memberships, right? So here on TuberChat, gold members get their link dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot. But if Nightbot doesn't show up one day, then I got to get another robot to make it up, right? Everybody's here as friends. Lots of people are understanding, but you still want to make good on your promises, right? So having more than one robot allows you to have one robot pick up the slack if another one is glitching for a day, and we've seen that before as well. Andre Southgate, Kate, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And FR Humphrey is up right now, and they're working on 1,200 subscribers. They're halfway on that road right now. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. So since they've passed 1,100, they're halfway on the road to 1,200 now. We look at the shorts that are front and center on the channel, and we're going to see through some garden updates and other videos that they've gotten into over 2,200, 2,500, and even 2,800 views, which is great. Those will continue to grow as they post more and more. Live streams are something they might think about. They've experimented with that. We'll keep an eye on the channel. We've always got notification bells on for everyone. And then we are looking at their videos, and I'm just going to grab the latest one, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up a little bit and make sure I don't fall any farther behind. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next, and hopefully everybody is having fun meeting each other in the chat. And then, yeah, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. So, Bautissimo, I'm not sure if it's still free, because I think they had a free version when I started with it. That was 3 years ago or more. And then I actually pay for it now on every channel that I own. And I love it, because Bautissimo does two things that are important. One of the things is that they can welcome brand new people who've never been in the chat before automatically, because when somebody comes into your stream for the first time, it can be really a negative feeling when nobody says hello to you, especially the host. And on channels where there's vibrant conversation going on with the host or other StreamYard panelists, you can imagine, most of you have seen this here in Superchat, it takes me a minute. I finish the thought that I'm working on before saying hello to people in the chat. Sometimes it's a few seconds, sometimes it can be a few minutes. If nobody happens to say hello, at least the robot did. And if people are brand new on the YouTube system or brand new to live chats, then that can be something that will make them feel the smallest bit welcome, as opposed to not being recognized at all. So I love that feature. And then as well, Bautissimo has the ability to drop some kind of a message, which here it drops a link every time somebody drops a super chat or something like that, right? It doesn't go noticed. I don't mention it very often, but it is something that that happens. But our moderators do a great job here, and for that I'm grateful. And I know everybody here in the Tuber Chat family who's here regularly does a great job of welcoming each other and saying hello to new channels. So I appreciate that always. The other thing too, though, is you always want to have a look at channels that are brand new. It's fine to say hello and things like that, but you want to maybe think about looking at them in the background so that they don't, you can check if it's a real channel or somebody who just started. If you see a brand new channel that just started a couple of days ago and they got 1 or 2 subscribers, they might be there for a very different reason. It could be distracting and everything else. So you just want to keep that in mind, but that's just a hint more than anything else. Debaz Gaming's 1291 is the Chef Rid's gaming channel. So thank you for mentioning that. Obviously you've been here before, and I might have known just by the 1291, but I may not as well. So thank you for that. And they dropped another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Thank you for doing that again. For that reason, we're going to look at their channel right after Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder. And M&T Living and Cooking, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. So let's go for a break for 3 minutes. I'm way overdue, and we'll come back, and then we'll look at Kid Wonder and then the Chef Ritz gaming channel. All right, we're back and looking at Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder. This is a channel I enjoy talking about because I got a very special story. Story time with Uncle Bill. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. For anybody that's watching or listening that's brand new to Tuber Chat and can't come in for today, I do appreciate your patience. We'll be back in a couple of days for another live stream, and we'll think about knocking that time limit down. But for today, we'll just keep the chat locked up a little bit, and we will talk about Kid Wonder and Rosie's Life of Wonder right now. So this is a creator who I met well beyond 3.5 years ago now. I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, but this is one of the first creators I was introduced to in the small YouTuber community. And what I found from a lot of different creators in this community were the fact that, or what I found from everybody was the fact that they are willing to help each other. And I was overwhelmed by the generosity of these creators. And Kid Wonder has been one of the most supportive creators from the very beginning. Still today, after 598 episodes of Tuber Chat, he comes back as often as he can to support other creators as well as here. And for that, I'm grateful. But he was so unbelievably supportive in the very beginning when I was starting Tuber Chat, before we ever even live streamed, that he was the first creator chosen out of the Tuber Chat family to be featured on episode number 2. And you'll find that if you go back and look at our older episodes. But he continues today. You can see he's doing very well and fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. He does pure variety on his channel. I'm just going to take his latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to keep caught up with this channel. But he's also got a few more. So I'm going to show you Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream. And we're going to look at the Chef Ritz's gaming channel right after this, because they dropped a super chat right before the break there. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream is a channel I've actually collaborated with him on. We used to joke for a little while about the idea that we should play each other in this 8-ball pool game. It's a game I just happened to play for many, many years on my phone. If I was, I don't know, waiting at the dentist office for a few minutes or something like that, I'd play a game like that. So one night he was just starting a game, and he plays all the time, as you can see, but I went on, and if you want to search Tuber Chat on Kid Wonder's channel, you'll find us playing each other for about an hour. And then he's got a couple of other channels. So the Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder. Obviously, we know what mukbang videos are because it's such a huge category on YouTube. So this is from our dear friend Kid Wonder. And then Kid Wonder presents in random news. Now, he's got a couple more channels, but these are the 3 or 4 that he seems to be working on most right now. So we keep an eye on the other ones. Like I keep saying, we always put notification bells on for every channel in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other so that we can catch as much from each other as well in the idea of videos, premieres, and live streams. DeBoz Gaming's 1291 is actually brand new. Now, we're very lucky because I don't think that channel's been in here yet. I could be mistaken. But the Chef Ritz 1291 dropped a super chat again. That's the second time for today from this gaming channel. So they've got 2, and anybody's welcome to come in here with more than one channel if you have more than one. The only thing we ever ask is that they're treated separately, but they're already doing that. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take the Fortnite battle video here. I'm going to put this in my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully have our notification bell on, but I'm sure you do already. And live streams happen on this channel as well. I haven't seen any of the new Transformers games, but I promise you this, I think it was on PlayStation 2 so many years ago. I used to play a lot of video games when my son was growing up, and with playing Transformers, it was like my dream as a kid, because I love video games so much and I love Transformers, that someday there might be a video game where you could like actually transform while you play. Because the oldest Transformers games, if I remember, you had to either be the character or the car, but you can't be both. And then when they came out with it, it was wicked, because you would drive the car over a ramp and in midair you'd transform into the robot, and I just lost my mind. I thought that was incredible. So I'm so glad that we're there today. Some of the newer games I've seen, the movies and the other stuff, it start to get too robotic for me, actually. But I'll always go and watch a Transformers movie or play a Transformers game if I have an opportunity. Thank you again for the super chat for the second time. I really do appreciate that. Mark the Shark was just looking for Pete. So Michael's Adventures and Scratch and Pete PA both send their regards. Michael's Adventures is just off working. He'll be back on the weekend, I'm sure. But Scratch and Pete PA has some exciting stuff coming up on his channel, and he is probably either on his way to the airport or close to it. So I'll leave it to you to check out Scratch and PPA's channel to see what on earth he's up to. But in a few days, we're going to see some very new, exciting content from him. Day One Adventures is here with us right now with 769 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that we know that they're thinking about. And we know that Day One Adventures brings us events, travel, movies, food, and much more. They also support other creators. I run into them constantly when I'm out trying to do the same thing in premieres and live streams. When we look at their channel, I see they've got a brand new video. So I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll get me a chance to catch up with them. And while I go through the rest of their content, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, excuse me, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then we look at shorts videos on this channel. We see that Day One Adventures has gotten into well over 2,000 views, even 2,300. One of them over 3,100 views as well, which is great to see. And there's lots of variety here. Even when we see channels that are niched, bringing us travel or cruising or cooking or gaming or lottery ticket scratching or anything else at all, homesteading, anything at all, we see that shorts videos usually carry a lot of variety. Not always, but it's common. And we keep an eye on that as well. I'm glad to see so many creators doing so well with shorts. Day One Adventures as well is reaching out to swap playlists. So again, just if you want to say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, you should be able to have some creators reach out to you. And don't be shy to reach out to other creators if you see them say that as well. Foxy's Friends is up here right now. This is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Superchat family. And with 818 subscribers, we're happy to push them towards the 900 we know they're thinking about. When you look at the About page on this channel, you'll get an idea about the story behind this channel, which is meant to memorialize the star of the show, which is Foxy Mama, who we see in all of the thumbnails on all of the videos, of course. So they still post videos frequently, which is great to see. And some of the shorts videos now have gotten into 5,500, 6,000, and even 6,400 views, which is great to see. And then live streams have been experimented with a couple of times. We'll see if they keep those up. And we've got the notification bell on as well for every channel. And then DeChefritz 1291, thank you again. We always put Super Chatters on the screen right away in order, even though those things are unnecessary. Still, as a little bonus, we put them up right away. And then, of course, members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. It takes a very long time these days, sometimes 2 hours or even longer, to get onto the wheel or the screen. But before or after a little while, a long while today, we will get some names onto the wheel from our chat list, and it's always based on who's been most active, and that means actively engaged in conversation. So let's spin the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. And next up is going to be Coastal Water. So Coastal Water is responsible for me renaming my quick command there, roll call, to see if the robots are showing up. And that was just a fun thing because I tend to not have fun ideas as much as everybody might be shocked to hear that it's true. And when often when people see some of the things that I do, they have a more fun way to kind of present it, and that's the case here. And thank you, DeSheffritz1291. Again, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Obviously an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I didn't know that that was actually Anne-Marie LoveXX's husband. All this time, I didn't know already. I've been following both of those channels. Now, Coastal Water has an interesting story. She is also married and the wife of Backlash Fisherman. The reason why I talk about that is because the #1 complaint that I get on YouTube is, why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family members to support our channels when we can find people online who are willing to do it? So I think it makes it that much more extra special when we find people who are in real life friends, family members, or in this case a married couple that support each other wholeheartedly. And when we look at Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman, we see a little bit of similar content, but both of these channels, or both of these creators, are found on each other's channels all the time. So Coastal Water does a few unboxing videos. Lots I've caught them with in the kitchen. Sometimes a story to be told, and they will take us outdoors for an adventure as well. When we get into their shorts videos, we see that they've gotten into 2,000, 2,500, and even 3,400 views. And then when we get into the live streams, this is where I catch Coastal Water more than anything else. She's got a couple of series. So now she's doing unboxing with Coastal. She also has a couple of series. Cooking with Coastal is another one where we can catch her usually in the kitchen, and she'll be making something. She might take us outdoors for a live stream occasionally as well, and we always see these car confessions. We see Backlash Fisherman's shoulder in that one there. But Coastal Water will take us about her day and give us a chance to get to know her. Lots of times story to be told. Rock Chick Beauty, forgive me, so long ago I missed your channel. I should have put Rock Chick Beauty up a while ago. I'm going to put you up right after we talk about Backlash Fisherman here. So Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman, like I said, are on each other's channels all the time. Backlash Fisherman happens to be a first responder, and it's fishing first on this channel. Lots of shorts. These have gotten into the well over 3,000 and almost 4,000 views. He live streams and does a similar ride-along live stream to what we see from Coastal Water. He's got another series called Hobby Hangout as well, where he might have StreamYard panelists. Once in a while, he'll do an unboxing video on a live stream as well. When we get into the videos, it's all different kinds of fishing, and he'll take us along with him. Nancy B. the Scratcher, good to see you in the house. My Wild Home, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I know it's not been more than a few minutes right now, but we are going to go for another break. I usually do it every half hour. I was behind. We'll go for 3 minutes. We'll come back with Rock Chick Beauty, and we'll start spinning the wheel again momentarily. All right, we're back and looking at Rock Chick Beauty from the UK, but I notice as well that Just Jason Keto just managed to slip in a gifted membership, and he has done that countless times, for which I'm grateful. Of course, like I keep saying, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. And Blue Chicken managed to pick up that gifted membership, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. I'm sure they'll be happy about that. And we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but we also treat those gifted memberships like super chats. So we will look at Just Jason Keto's channel next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Now, Rock Chick Beauty dropped a super chat earlier in the stream, and I didn't mean to miss her. She has also done that countless times. She's been a dear friend of what's getting close to 3 years, I believe now. She actually reset and restarted her channel a couple of years ago, and the idea is, could you grow more solidly and strongly, you know, if only we knew now what we knew back then, you know, or whatever I mean. If only I knew then what I know now kind of thing. And obviously she has. You can see that. So Rock Chick Beauty puts a lot of work into presentation on her channel, and she's now over 1,100 subscribers. But you can see these bright, bold headshots are coupled with the fact that she puts a professional look to every single thumbnail. They're all unique on the channel as well. She also mixes up her avatar and banner occasionally to celebrate special occasions and things like that. So she is talking about all things alternative, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. She mixes up a little bit of variety. She started with beauty and continues that today. She does a lot of live streaming, but one of the things she's gotten into is a lot of product reviews as well as sponsored videos, which is cool to see. She's monetized, of course, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Some of her shorts videos have gotten into 1,200 and even 1,600 views and beyond. And then live streams, like I said, are fairly frequent. We'll see if she's going to do these again. I've joined her on a couple of different StreamYard panels because she generously shares content with other creators by joining them as well. I always think that collaborating in any way at all is a great service to both creators. Whenever you are featured on somebody else's channel, you're almost guaranteed to grab at least a handful of new subscribers, but you're also changing the dynamic of the conversation and content for the creator on whose channel you are being featured, if that makes sense. Nez Lover is coming up in another moment. Just Jason Keto is going to be up right now. And this is a fellow Canadian who wants to help us with healthy eating and healthy living. And when we look at Just Jason Keto, he is getting dangerously close to that 1,000 subscriber milestone. That's important in all of our YouTube journeys. He's at 928 right now. We'd love to push him a little bit farther. Now, he brings us shorts, videos, and live streams. I can see I'm about to fall behind, so I'm just going to grab his latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. And roasted garlic and parmesan chaffles. Is that how we pronounce it? Chaffles? I should know by now because I've heard you do it, but I still am not 100% sure if it's chaffles or chaffles, or if I could even be wrong about that. Meaning a small, soft A, if we want to call it that. Now, Just Jason Keto is going to give us a lot of tips and tricks and recipes on his channel, especially geared towards a keto-based diet or lifestyle, which of course is very popular. But he says, of course, nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. I think we all know that to be true. He does a lot of product reviews on his channel as well. We can see that. And then he's got a lot of guests that come up. You see that in the thumbnails here on some of the videos. And he does interviews where these creators share their life experiences, their tips and tricks for different aspects of their keto-based diets or lifestyles. And I always find it very compelling on this channel because the stories that are told and the vibrant community that he's built help to inspire and motivate. Even myself, as a matter of fact. You know, I promise you tonight, right after work, I don't want to tell you what I ate for dinner. It wasn't that terrible, but I had a hamburger. But I went right by the place where I would usually go to buy the chocolate that I was like stuck on for like a year. I was eating an unreasonable amount of like Reese's chocolate, and I had it in my head, and I was like, I really want that right this second, but I knew if I bought it, it would be a bad idea. Because one of the problems that I have is when I buy things, I demand value out of every dollar. I'm not saying I never waste money. I'm just saying I try not to. So if I'm going to buy chocolate, I want to buy a big, huge bag of chocolate because I don't want to overpay, right? So I'd rather buy like a $10 bag of chocolate that gives you twice the amount that you would get by buying them one by one, right? And so therefore I skipped by it and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Thank goodness. But it's motivation that's in my mind, literally from Just Jason Keto, Keto Mama Michelle, Sheena's Ketovore Life, and a few other creators, Ron's Keto Cafe. We've got a few creators. It's not always having to be keto. I Am Betty J Gathers also does a great job of motivating us with healthy eating, healthy living in a lot of different ways. Lots of creators do. But there's a few channels that get stuck in my head because I insist on telling these stories and always telling the truth about it. So I feel like there's an accountability I have to have if I'm going to make a bad decision. I'm trying to do a little bit better. And I've actually lost a couple of pounds without really trying very hard. Not nearly as much as I thought I did, by the way. And I still have to check. All that fluff and stuff told us the other day that my shoes might weigh 6 pounds. I'm not sure about that. I hope it's true, because that means I have lost more weight than I thought, but I might not have, but it's okay. As long as we're making forward progress, that's good. Lola Toyin, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I know I missed another channel while I was talking there. Coffee Walks and Whatever still in the house. Rochelle Vanterpool is here. Thank you for being here. And Ace Flaw One is a friend of over 3.5 years. He's been with me since before Superchat even started. I Bring It Every Day is also in the house, and that is a creator that's been going out to a lot of garage sales and things like that, and showing a lot of vinyl records. And I keep asking them in the chat all the time about the vinyl records because I'm still hooked on those things. And Just Jason Keto has got some shorts here. Now, some of these have really done well. And was it our Georgia Suburban Homestead, I think, said earlier in the... Somebody said earlier in the chat that they were drooling over some of these shorts. Absolutely. And we find that some of these really healthy-looking shorts videos do really well. So lots of these for Just Jason Keto into the thousands of views, 5,000, 6,300. But one of these breakout shorts videos has hit over 22,000. Which is great to see. I've seen that one, and I know you'll be entertained if you watch it. When we're connecting with creators, we always want to connect with videos that are 3 minutes or longer, but in that case, I would take the moment to watch that shorts video. Paul's Green Space, good to see you here. Songbits Laura is in the house. I've got you on the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And I'm glad to see lots of people saying positive things about each other's channels as well. Granny Filming again. I'm not sure if I got you on the wheel. I'm going to put you on there right now. They happen to be a member, and we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Just Jason Keto does a lot of live streaming, usually on Thursdays, so hopefully I'll catch that tonight. I mean tomorrow night, pardon me. We'll catch that. I should be able to. We've been working later. We've been starting late and therefore working late the last couple of weeks. But if possible, I'll be in there. I always try to catch Jason if I can. There's two reasons why. Like, first of all, we want to catch each other as much as possible. But as well, when you're on Just Jason Keto's channel for a premiere or a live stream, he's always keeping up with the chat. So in a premiere, it's obviously in the chat, and on a live stream, he's reading the chat while he's talking to us. But he's also got a vibrant community that helps with motivation while we're there. So I hope you'll come and see what I'm talking about, and we'll likely run into each other tomorrow night. Nez Lover is coming up right now. Why on earth is my Search result acting silly. Nez Lover's up right now because I already had spun the wheel. And then thank you again, Just Jason Keto. They're actually going to do a premiere tomorrow night instead of a live stream. So that's okay. I'll try to catch that still. And Just Jason Keto, thank you again for another gifted membership. I really do appreciate that. He is an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, to say the least. I'm just going to clean up the wheel for a second here, and then we're going to talk about Nez Lover's channel. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Pardon me just for a second here. Hopefully also our background music is working well. I changed it today, and finally they must have fixed something that I thought was a glitch. With Streamlabs Desktop, you're able to add a playlist of videos, or sorry, music or audio. And I couldn't get that working before, and I haven't tried in a while, but I tried it again yesterday, and it seems to be working. So it should be different music than you're used to hearing. So we've got all 48 songs from our copyright-free music channel in the background now, and all that music is literally copyright-free. We own the rights to all of it, and it is published on all major music platforms, but you can use it in your YouTube videos and live streams. So Nez Lover's up here. This is another longtime friend. They've got quite a few videos. Most of these are fairly short. When we're connecting with each other, we want to, in most cases, make sure that we're connecting, in all cases, with videos that are 3 minutes or longer. If you dig through the content here, you'll find videos that are a little bit longer than that, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. They're perfect for connecting with, but I hope you'll take the time to do that. Lots of variety here. Let's look at Nez Lover's About page for a second. Hopefully they'll fill that out. Shorts videos we want to see on the channel. Look at this. Some of these are doing really well, over 1,100, 1,500, and even 2,400 views, but one of them over 18,000 views. Woman Outdoors is in the house. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. Forgive me if you were here earlier. I thought I saw somebody say hello to you earlier, and I think I did not put you on the wheel at the time, so forgive me. I've done that to LB I don't know how many times now. And then when we look at live streams, Nez Lover is also streaming frequently, as a matter of fact. I caught them a few days ago. This is really cool, relaxing art therapy. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one of these soon. And like I said, we always have notification bells on for every channel. And Nez Lover's now working on 2,700 subscribers. Paul's Green Space, I hope I said hello earlier, and I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Aceflaw 1 is up right now, and much like the story I told about Kid Wonder, Aceflaw 1 has been with me from the beginning and even beyond. I've been friends with Andy for over 3.5 years now on YouTube, and this creator, after 598 episodes of TuberChat, is still coming back almost every day when they can to meet more friends and family members. Now, I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day, or for hours at a time when we're here, and we all can only do as much as we can, myself included, of course, right? That goes for all of us. But as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. We see channels growing, getting monetized left and right. Creative Beauty Butterfly, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at Aceflaw 1, we see a creator that brings travel videos more often than anything else. They only post occasionally, but like I said, they've been at this for years now. Over 4,000 subscribers, 4,200 actually. When we look at their videos, we see a bit of variety in amongst the travel videos. And then when we look at their shorts, we see that one of these has popped over 1,000 views as well, over 1,300. So hopefully everybody will connect with Andy from Aceflaw 1. And I will take the opportunity to also remind everybody that this Saturday is episode 600 of TuberChat. pardon me, it took us 3 years to get there, but 600 live streams. Absolutely, and we will be at our prime time on Saturday afternoon, right after Scratch and Pete PA brings us some brand new content on his channel, something we're not used to seeing. So if anybody hasn't already gone over and seen what Scratch and Pete PA's got going on, I hope you will. He also posts on the other social networks to let us know a little bit of teaser content. Which is kind of cool, but I'm really looking forward to it. I know a lot of us are. So VS Speaks Royally is up here right now and getting close to 4,800 subscribers. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. So VS Speaks Royally has blown right past that now, and they've got a little bit of variety on the channel. When you go through the videos, you see a little bit of variety. When we get to the shorts, you're going to see a lot of variety. But this channel really shines when they talk about the royal family. And what a year the royal family has had, right? There's always something going on in the royal family as it is. VS Speaks Royally has been at this for a few years now. They've been friends with us for almost 3 years, and they have been able to cover all of it. So you'll find that in their videos. They sprinkle a little bit of royal family throughout the variety in their shorts, but some of these have done well, getting 3,700, 4,800, and even 7,100 views. When you catch them for a live stream, you're going to get a great example of what I talk about when I mention engaged conversation in the chat, or often we'll say vibrant conversation, right? Because they have a very engaged audience that is very engaged in conversation when they live stream. VS Speaks Royally always engages conversation everywhere they go, including here in Superchat and in other live streams and premiere chats that I've seen. I see them out supporting creators all the time, but they do a great job of leading conversation on their own channel when they live stream. So they're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I hope everybody will connect with VS Speaks Royally and get an example of what I'm talking about. Let's spin and we'll get to our next channel, which is going to be Woman Outdoors. We'll see what they've got going on. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Superchat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement system signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Dad and Daughter Adventures 2023. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Trish the Natural's in the house. I put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But again, it is open to everybody, and after a long while, probably another hour or so, I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation in the chat. Woman Outdoors is up right now, and this creator comes to us from the Erie, Pennsylvania area, and I find that interesting because this creator is therefore able on their outdoor channel with their outdoor content able to bring us all 4 seasons. And that means that they can bring us the extreme heat, the extreme cold, the sun, the wind, the rain, and everything in between while they go out camping, exploring, fishing, or outdoor cooking, or even I say hiking, but sometimes they take us out for a walk and a story to be told as well. They've got a brand new video, Camping in the Mountain. I'm just going to take this, put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Woman Outdoors does a lot of outdoor content, like I said, in the variety that I'm talking about, with product reviews as well now, often. And shorts videos that have gotten into over 1,900, 2,700, and even 3,800 views and beyond. When you hear people in live streams from the Superchat family talking about LB, they're talking about Woman Outdoors. She has done a great job job of making herself a part of a lot of people's YouTube communities, and she is a very much loved and generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So she's working on 1,300 subscribers. You can see that she occasionally live streams as well. We've always got notification bells on for everyone so that we can catch as many of those as possible. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We are going to now see a creator who is, first of all, a dear friend of mine, but somebody who also happens to be a member and a moderator, which is Corinne's Life. She comes to us from Nova Scotia, so obviously a fellow Canadian, and she has a family vlogging channel that literally encompasses everything that is Corinne's life. So she might be cooking, she might be outdoors, she might be traveling, she might be doing a haul or a shopping type video, lots of product reviews, and lots of live streaming. This creator as well is found on a lot of other StreamYard panels. I've joined her both on her own channel and many other channels as well. And she shares content that way. She's monetized, of course, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Another creator who happens to be a member and moderator is Emotion. And when we look for that channel, actually type in Emotion New Soul. Now, every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time, but they're all dear friends of each other as well. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of them on their channels, including Corinne's Life, you will be able to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way that we do here in the Superchat live streams. So Corinne's Life as well has had some success with shorts videos, some of these getting into almost 6,000, almost 7,000, and well over 7,400 views, and then one breakout shorts video over 77,000, which is great to see. And she happens to be a small business owner, so sometimes she's giving us a behind-the-scenes look at the things that she makes, which is merchandise for other channels and businesses. She prints everything from hats to mugs, like the one I hold in my hand here, as well as t-shirts and Christmas ornaments, and just about anything that can be printed, vinyl stickers and keychains and all kinds of stuff. So it's great that we have this creator to show us how the merchandise is made, but also that we can use as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for our own channels. And you've seen a lot of her stuff on a few channels, including in Superchat giveaways, where Corinne's Life has brought merchandise, if that makes sense. So she's working on 2,200 subscribers right now and monetized. Like I said, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, and it's just about time for another break. The reason why I take these breaks so frequently, every 30 minutes or so, is just so that my voice can keep going, because you know I talk endlessly for almost 3 hours. So when we come back, we're going to look at our Georgia suburban homestead. right, we are looking at our Georgia Suburban Homestead, which is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they have been here just about every single day since finding Superchat. I think. Longtime friend, Cabaret Gaming, is coming onto the wheel right now. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch dropped a super chat while we were on break there. So thank you for that extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. That's Susan. She has done that countless times. You'll have to forgive me. I've been missing all of her streams. I happen to work outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays whenever the weather's good. And we've had almost no rain. Not hard enough to knock us out of work most days this year. So I guess that's a good thing. And as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, then everybody is fine, of course. But I look forward to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, and hopefully we'll catch them for another live stream shortly. We'll look at their channel next. So our Georgia Suburban Homestead is here with 822 subscribers. We're looking at shorts, so let's have a look at how these are doing. And we see that they're already into over 3,000, 3,700, and well over 4,000 views. I'm just going to look at the live streams for a second. So they've got one coming up, and they did a couple of these. They've been doing these frequently. There's Tiffany right there from Canadian Family Life. And I've got the notification on for this. This is going to be tomorrow, actually, right around this time. So hopefully everybody will catch that and set that notification when you're there. We're setting notifications for everything. And the reason why is it's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and giving us the best chance to catch as much as we can, but we do it regardless of start time. Even if we don't know whether we can actually make it or not, I set notifications for every single thing. I see that they've posted a few videos as well, so I'm just going to grab the latest pepper picking video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to catch up with them as well. Playlists can be a great tool for keeping caught up with creators and staying somewhat organized. This is how I get through hundreds of videos a week, right? The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up right now, and thank you again, Susan, for another super chat. She's done that countless times, like I was saying, and we'll see what she's got going on. I thought I'd be okay turning that time limit off, but I'm just gonna leave it for today. And there we go. I don't know if that's a longtime friend or not. All right, let me put it back. I was just changing that just in case, but we'll see. So SK Clash, thank you. If you have a channel that you're working on that has a lot of videos on it, you have a channel that you're serious about, then by all means feel free to bring that in here. It's no problem, but in this particular channel, everybody will be expecting to connect to each other, and everybody wants to support each other very much. This is why I keep mentioning this. So if you'd like to be here, of course we want you here. So thank you for coming in, and thank you for your patience. And like I said a couple of times earlier in the stream, for everybody that's been here many times before, or even if you've only been here a couple of times, one of the things that I almost recommend is not necessarily going to brand new channels that you see in the chat right away, because we want to get an idea of their intentions, whether they might be a loyal and dedicated supporter before we connect with them. So that's just a hint for everybody, but something I recommend. It's fine to say hello and things like that, but we want to make a judgment call based on how everybody's interacting with each other in the chat, if that makes sense. So the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is here with almost 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I'm glad to see you did a Fall Fest 23 giveaway video. Gale Southern Living is hosting this huge collaboration again. Last year there was almost 70 channels involved. So I'm going to take this particular video and put this in my catch-up list, and that is just so I can see what Susan did with this particular video, because Gale Southern Living has put out a instruction video kind of letting everybody know what they want to see, and this just came out today. So I'll be looking forward to this. Now, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch brings us homesteading activities and homesteading type content. And we see a lot of similar content from a lot of our friends who do gardening, farming, ranching, and typical homesteading. We see a lot of similarities and generosity from these creators as well. And that means an instinctive nature and basically wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and others, which I am always happy to see. You know, I talk about generosity here more than anything else. Now, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. But they also let us know today that they're only about 100 hours away from 4,000 watch hours. So they'll be added into the AdSense part of the funding as well. Right now, when somebody gets 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time, or 3 million views in 90 days on shorts videos, they're entered into the first level of the new graduated monetization system. And I say graduated, that's not an official term, just the way I describe it. They enter the first level where you're able to get fan funding. So basically what YouTube is saying is, if you can convince people to give you memberships and super chats, then by all means, we're happy to take our 30%, right? But when it comes to ads, you get added into that. They will be showing ads on your channel, and you will not be receiving compensation for that until you get 1,000 subscribers after you've already been entered into the partner program. So we're glad to see the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is monetized. I've got the latest video, but they've put out a couple, actually. They put a brand new one yesterday as well. Shorts videos on the channel have gotten into the hundreds of views, 700, almost 800 views. Those will likely continue as Susan posts more and more. This creator does a lot of live streaming. They typically do them on what I believe is Tuesday mornings now. And they have an action-packed show. They actually have to say that at the beginning of the show. We got a lot to go through, because they bring us newsworthy content. They bring us devotionals. They will inspire us and motivate us in a spiritual way. And then they will bring on StreamYard panelists as well. And it is a very vibrant conversation that goes on there. Whenever I join the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch for their live streams, I find myself compelled to participate, because the conversation is so vibrant. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Susan and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, and thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Of course, she has done that countless times. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but it's open to everyone. And after another while, probably an hour or so, I will add names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the live stream. Blue Chicken is up right now. This creator actually picked up a gifted membership from Just Jason Keto tonight, and he's done that countless times. And Blue Chicken's been with us many times before. 387 subscribers right now, so hopefully we can push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. We'll talk about their content in a minute. Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Jose Fantasticville still in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And we still got lots of time. We can stay up to an hour, another hour and almost 20 minutes if everybody would like. Thank you for the kind words. Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson. I appreciate that. They're dropping a highlighted milestone message, and that's a little bit of a hint as well, because every super chat, membership, and free highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss. The last person to knock them out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a little while, and that will be Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson for a little while. So thank you for that. And highlighted milestone messages like that are a free bonus for anybody who's an official member on a channel, if they are enabled. Not every host might have them enabled, but most of them do. And it's kind of a cool thing, and it gives you a chance to send a message through the chat, get some extra exposure. Looks like a super chat, but it's colored green for the members. So Blue Chicken is on the screen right now, working on 400 subscribers. I'm just going to have a look at what they've been doing in videos lately. Most of these are quite short, but I'm going to take their latest video and put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up and see what the last video's done. I'm going to look at their shorts videos for a second here as well, and we see that these have gotten into 6,000, 9,000, 14,000, and even 36,000 views, which is great. So hopefully they keep that up too. And then live streams are something they've experimented with. Maybe we'll see more from Blue Chicken as well, but this is obviously another loyal and dedicated supporter supporter. Let's spin the wheel. Lisa Knits and Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I believe you've been with us before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, but for anybody that's brand new in Tuber Chat today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Mr. Fulton Mraz is in the house. He happens to be a member and a friend of over 3.5 years. He's been with me since before Tuber Chat was even a thought. Butler Family Farm brings us 116 acres of homesteading and farming goodness. I've got them on the wheel as well. And look at that luck. Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson. The wheel chose you right away. And we never know how long it's going to take to get chosen from the wheel. Hopefully it brings fun, if not frustration, for everyone. This creator's working on 7,000 subscribers. They're almost at 6,900 already. Now, let's have a look at what they've got going on in their content. I see they've got quite a few videos here. And I didn't think I would be so far behind, but I guess they're posting frequently. They put out 4 videos yesterday. I'm going to put the latest one in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. And we'll look at your shorts videos as well. And we see that these have gotten into 1,200 and even 1,300 views. I'm still getting to know this channel, but hopefully I'll catch you for another live stream. I thought I caught you once already. Maybe I'm mistaken. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these, because I've got the notification bell on, of course, and they happen to be monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course. If I haven't already mentioned it in the last few minutes, for anybody that would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Janet Homestead, where you are, is in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. She has an interesting thought behind her homesteading channel. We'll talk about that when it comes up. Popping the Popcorn is Katie. This is somebody who picked up a gifted membership the other day, but somebody who supports all of my channels. And the reason why I mention that is just so that you can understand the kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this. Katie has done a great job of making herself a part of a lot of other creators communities in the Tuber Chat family, and she's extremely supportive as well, and well supported, because I always see in her movie reviews and different things. She does a lot of live streaming. She hops on a lot of other StreamYard panels as well, but she's always got a vibrant community chatting with her as well. I'm just taking her latest video, I think it's the latest one in the featured position here from Inception. It's not the latest one, actually, but I put that in my catch-up list. I'm interested to see what you say, because I've watched that movie a few times. I really liked it. I like the unique aspect to that movie. I Bring It Every Day has just picked up a gifted membership as well, and thank you for doing that, Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Thompson. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I know that I Bring It Every Day will be happy to have that. They're actually a longtime friend now. I think I Bring It Every Day might be a friend of over 2 years or so. I'm not sure if they're still with us. They were here earlier, but if they're here, I'll put them on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I'm going to do something in the background here, because we're a little overwhelmingly busy again today. And Popping the Popcorn, like I said, Katie does movie reviews more than anything else. She's got shorts on her video as well. These have gotten into 1,200 and even 1,600 views. She's featured on lots of other people's channels as well. She's got, like I said, a community of creators that join StreamYard panels together. There's my friend Patrick from Have Cheetah Will View. These two creators are often found together. And look at that. She's working on 1,000 subscribers now. She's officially on the road to 1K, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. Intrepids, good to see you here. Emotion, good to I was going to say good to have you here, but thank you for the super chat. I've had them on the wheel for a while. That's Emotion, and we're going to look at their channel next. I'm going to actually put it up right now. I'm going to type something in the chat. If you want to connect with Emotion, I always search for Emotion New Soul, and you'll see that I'll do that right now. The reason why is because the name Emotion is very short and popular. So even though this creator has now amassed thousands of subscribers, well over 3,400 now, they still struggle with the search results and likely will for a while longer. So in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, we want to search, find, and click on each other so that we can rise up the search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is getting very close to their 3,000. Everybody will be happy for them when they get that, I'm sure. Trina's Motivation, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I catch them very often in the morning. Like I said, I work outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, but I always get on YouTube for a little while, at least a half an hour if I can in the mornings. Mornings for me, which are in the Eastern time zone, but I'm able to catch Trina's Motivation often, and they will inspire us in a spiritual way, of course. Now, Emotion is up here. Thank you again for another super chat, my dear friend. He is an overwhelmingly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been for about 3 years now as well. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter. What we find on his channel is new soul R&B music. That's why we type in Emotion New Soul to find him. You'll see it's an official artist channel because of the music note here. And like I said, over 3,400 subscribers. He's got a Tiny Desk concert coming up. This will be a live performance on Friday again. He's done that many times. I've already got my notification on. And of course, he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships. And he keeps those revived as well. Revised is what I mean to say. Now, his original works are found in music videos on his channel, but he also brings us compilations, either as these concerts or premieres. Sometimes he'll do as well. He rounds out the channel with shorts, which have gotten into 1,300 and 1,600 views on this channel, as well as reaction videos and lots of live streams. So he's got a second complimentary channel as well called Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is where we get to see the man behind the music and how the music is made. He rounds out this channel as well with shorts and reaction videos and some compilations as well. Hopefully everybody will connect with him here. He's also got a couple live streams. Shorts on this channel have started to get into the hundreds of views. He'll soon cross 1,000 as he continues to post. We'll spin the wheel. Trina's Motivation. Yeah, Scratch and PPA is out for today. He's here for every single live stream, for which I'm grateful, but he actually has some very exciting stuff coming up on his channel, and he is likely on his way to the airport right now. So within a few days, we're going to see brand new content on Scratch and PPA's channel. And if anybody hasn't already connected with him, I hope you will right now, because he's got something special coming up on Saturday. And he gives us teasers on the other social networks like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. But he's always very well missed when he's not here. But we can count on one hand how many times he's missed a live stream since finding Tuber Chat within the first, I think it was 30 episodes or so, something like that. He's been here for every single one since then. Now, I know not everybody can be, but we just, we know that Scratch and PPA is unbelievably supportive and very much a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. Pardon me, Natalie Nicole's ASMR is up on the screen right now. And 344 subscribers. This is a longtime friend. ASMR is a very popular niche or category on YouTube, of course. Natalie Nicole's ASMR has been a friend for a long, long time. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 subscribers that they're thinking about. They tend to post long videos. They've got another premiere coming up. Actually, that'll be tonight, right after Tuber Chat. And we know there'll be fresh content on the channel. as well. They've got some shorts videos. We'll look at these, and we see that these have gotten into well over 2,000 views, almost 3,000 actually. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that these are occasional, but we'll see if they might pick these back up. We've always got our notification bell on so that we can catch as much as we can for each channel. Yeah, he was only ever out, Butler Family Farm. He went out for a family occasion a few months ago, and then one day his internet was being fixed. I think those might be the only 2 other times that he was not in Tuber Chat. I could be mistaken, but I really do think that. So if you think about it, over 560 times Scratch and Pete PA has been here in Tuber Chat, and we met through YouTube. So, you know, you can imagine, and I hope everybody takes inspiration from that story, because there are generous people out there, many of which we have not met yet, but we will, and they will be supporting you years into the future in ways you can't even imagine. If you think about it, and I will let him know that he was missed, but he'll be back as quick as he can. But he is out doing some very exciting stuff and going to bring us some new content on his channel this week. But when I talk about the idea of him being here so much, he's literally been here over 560 times. That's a real number, right? And for hours at a time. Can you imagine somebody willing to support you, knowing that it is impossible physically to ever support them back the way that they have supported you, but they do it anyway? Because he only puts out a 15 or 20 minute video with the intro every week. That's all we can do for Scratch and Pete, right now. And we do. I literally have an alarm on my phone, and a couple people will text me to make sure I don't miss his premieres. Unless I'm working, I try to always catch them. But you can imagine, right? It's impossible. The guy's supported me 100 times more than I could ever support him back, and continues to do it anyway. So it's just an idea. But that's the kind of thing that magically is out there. But he has been an unbelievably dear friend for a long time. So we're all wishing him well and safe travels while he's headed towards his exciting destination. And the only reason why I'm being so evasive about it is because I want you to go to his channel, and I want you to see his Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram so you can see what he's got coming up, because he's basically given us some teasers. The Bud Files are up here right now. They're here every day as well. Now, I know not everybody can be here every day. I've said it a lot today, but that's just because Scratch and PPA is out. But I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, even if you're only coming by once every few months, you know, or every once in a while, because we can only do as much as we all can for each other. But as long as we are, everybody's just fine. So, the Bud Files are modern-day archaeologists, and they seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it. Now, they do a lot of variety on their channel, but they take us on a lot of explorations of abandoned locations, places like graveyards, cemeteries, and other abandoned places. I'm just going to take their latest Way Back Wednesday video and put this in my catch-up list. As well, they're working on 1,300 subscribers. Now, there's a bit more variety on the channel because they've been at this they've been at this for a long time, so they've really expanded their content. Their shorts have gotten into well over 2,000 and 3,000 views. One of them over 5,000, and breakout shorts over 15,000. Which is great to see. Then live streams, I've caught them many times. They could be taking us out on an exploration, or they might be singing or dancing, they might be home, they might be involved in other activities, or even playing a game. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Bud Files are literally seeming to be everywhere all the time. I run into them constantly when I'm out supporting other creators. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Granny Filming again is up. This is another creator who seems to be here every day. And Granny Filming again has 463 subscribers. So they have to be excited about that new graduated monetization system, because they're going to be heading towards 500 very soon. And I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos here. I know they're quite short, but I'm just going to grab one of these. Every minute matters when it comes to watch hours, of course. And I'm just having a look through what they're doing here. Now, they tell us on their About page they could be bringing homemaking, grocery pickups, cooking, cleaning, challenges, Q&As, and more. All variety. And I'm just having a look through their content here a little bit, because I want to give everybody an idea of what they got going on. An ASMR cake baking video, some outdoor, some indoor. The cooking videos, I'm always happy to see cooking videos and cooking channels in the Superchat family, because you get a real world look at what people are making in their homes. You know, it's different from a TV show. You don't need me to tell you this, but just for the sake of saying, when we don't have unlimited pantries, and we don't have an entire grocery store in the background of our kitchen like a television show might have, right? It's interesting to see what people are really making at home for their friends, for their families, for themselves. So I find it compelling. So 5,800 views, 6,100 views on a couple of these shorts videos, and many all the way up, which is great to see. And that will likely continue as they post more and more. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And Granny Filming again seems to be doing just fine. They say they don't know what they're doing, but they seem to be doing just fine, especially with those shorts videos. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Superchat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're going to go for 3 minutes again and come back with Janet Homestead Where You Are. We've still got an hour to go. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I didn't realize I was muted. I was joking with Granny Filming again because I've got to change the emoji from the old Twitter logo to the new X logo. That seems to be Elon Musk's favorite letter of the alphabet, and I've got to steal that logo now. You notice that most of the emojis here are just rip-offs of the social media networks, except for a couple that we've got. But thank you, everybody. Janet Homestead, Where You Are, is up right now, and this creator has an interesting take on homesteading activities. Now, they're telling us in their content that they're bringing us canning, dehydrating, fermenting, chickens, ducks, and geese, cooking, meal planning, winemaking, do-it-yourself projects, as well as YouTube tips, and a lot of fun. So Janet Homestead, Where You Are, wants to introduce us to the idea that you can engage in homesteading activities no matter the size of your space. I forget if they said they're on a 1/4 acre, 2/3 acre. There you go. Yes. Even though thinking like, oh, maybe you need 20 acres or more to do homesteading types of activities. Now, thank goodness, we had this influx about a year ago of homesteading channels that have come into the Superchat family. Now, I say homesteading, but actually group a lot of creators together in that category, if you want to call it that. Farming, ranching, gardening, fishing, outdoor cooking, camping, hiking, things like this, right? And one of the reasons why is because these creators seem to want to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others, which I think is a wonderful example of generosity, and one of the reasons why I talk about it so much here. So Janet Homestead, Where You Are, just wants to help us understand that you can engage in a lot of these activities no matter the size of your space. So hopefully everybody will take inspiration from that and enjoy the content when you get there. 1,200 subscribers is going to be the next milestone. They post frequently. You can see at least once a week. And when we get into the shorts videos, we're going to see that they've posted quite a few of these and gotten into 1,300, 2,000, and even 2,300 views. And then when we get into the live streams, we see that they're doing these frequently as well. So they seem to be doing these once a week. So hopefully I'll catch them for another one of these. It looks like they just did that a couple of days ago. And maybe that means they're going to be doing them on Mondays. But we'll keep our eyes open. We've always got notification bells on for everybody. I bring it every day. I didn't put you on the wheel yet. They picked up a gifted membership today. So I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in another moment. I'm going to move a little faster through channels now. We still got an hour or close to it, so that's enough time to put lots of channels on the screen. But I'm going to move a little bit faster because I can hear myself talking a bit too much. Again, episode 600 is coming up on Saturday, so thank you everybody for helping us get to that milestone. It's been a nice 3 years or so, and I expect to still be doing exactly what we're doing for another 2.5 years, whatever it takes to get us to 1,000 episodes. We'll see. We never know, but we'll try. And that's the intention, but I planned for that when we started. Now, Embarkation Nation is up on the screen right now. They've got a couple of brand new premieres coming up, one tomorrow and one a few days from now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy these. This is one of the things I like in a banner, is the idea that they've got a really creative and positive introduction where they say live each day like it's Embarkation Day. Very similar to what we saw from Just Jason Keto earlier. Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels, right? And I love this because I am lucky enough to have happened to be on a cruise ship once. I was actually working, but that was for one summer 100 years ago. And embarkation means the beginning of a journey or voyage. And in the case of cruising, of course, it means, getting onto the ship and starting your cruise. But Embarkation Nation has a wonderful introduction here, and I think it's great to see that positivity. But this channel also happens to be a lot of fun, and they're bringing us primarily cruising and travel content, right? So they've got a couple of new videos coming up. I'm going to be excited to see those. When we look at the shorts video, videos, we see that these creators are trying to bring us a variety in content here as well. And some of these are doing well. 5100, what a beautiful shot for a shorts video, eh? And then 7500, 9700, and these creators have also brought us live streams with a lot of familiar faces, definitely making themselves a big part of the cruising and travel community, as well as here in the Superchat family as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I run into them constantly, supporting others. They're working on 1,100 subscribers, and they're here with us frequently in Superchat as well. Let's spin the wheel, and look at that. I bring it every day. What luck. The wheel is actually working in my favor right now because I forgot to put you on the wheel for a while there, and you've been chosen. We never know how long it's going to take to get picked from the Wheel of Doom, and like I keep saying, that hopefully brings fun, if not frustration, to everybody here. I Bring It Every Day is a creator who brings us a lot of fiber crafts. This is the creator responsible for me understanding that the name of it is fiber crafts when we talk about things like knitting and crochet and different things that are done with yarn. They do a lot more on their channel, but they actually take us sometimes to a almost knitting or crochet group in real life, and they bring that to us through live streams. One of the things they've been doing frequently is bringing us to garage sales. Oh, look at this. They just did knitting and craft today, and I caught them. I thought this way, yeah, this morning I caught them for a garage sale. I've been catching them for a few of these. And like I keep saying, I keep asking them about vinyl records. Karaoke, I haven't caught you for one of those yet. But lots of variety, even in the live streams. Let's see how their shorts are doing. These have gotten into 5,000 views. One of them over 8,800 views, which is great to see. I just wanted to make sure I got that notification on for the next live stream, which is coming up in a couple of days. And then videos as well. I see they've got a few new ones. Now, these are quite short, but I'm going to take the latest one, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now. Some new Pyrex stuff, which is interesting. Or some classic Pyrex stuff, it looks like. They've got well over 1,300 subscribers, working on 1,400. They're a longtime friend here in Superchat, a previously featured channel, of course. And they've got monetization all set up. So lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in a moment. Butler Family Farm comes to us from the homesteading community of channels as well. And they bring us 116 acres of farming fun. So it's interesting because we've got homesteading, farming, and ranching and gardening channels of all sizes, right up from a 1/4 acre to 116 acres. Now, Butler Family Farm does a great job of making them a part of their YouTube community as well and expanding out. They take part in meetups. They've really put a lot of effort into that, for which I'm grateful, and I'll show you what I mean in a few minutes here. Now, first of all, they've got some new videos, so I'm going to put this one up from yesterday, or from this morning. I've got that in my catch-up list. They've also got some another new video, but they tell us on their about page that they're actually bringing us in their content cattle and goats, donkeys, a couple of horses, llamas, and chickens, and they bring us farming and homesteading activities, but they also expand the content into bowling, woodworking, fiber crafts like we saw from I Bring It Every Day, blacksmithing, gaming, gardening, and then travel when that comes up as well. When we look at their shorts videos, they've gotten into 2,300, 3,300, and even 4,300 views. Thank you, Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. I know it's late for her. She's in New Brunswick, which is, I think, a couple of hours later than us here. It's not quite midnight for me here, which means it's got to be getting close to 2 in the morning, if I understand right. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about the time zone there. And then Butler Family Farm, like I said, 116 acres. But when I talk about the idea of them being involved and making great effort to be involved in their YouTube community, they've actually made effort to get out to some of these meetups, like an Ozarks meetup, which I didn't know about until afterwards. But the Mid-America meetup was something where they connected with, I think it was 80 different channels and supporters for 3 days at least. And I was grateful because they brought a lot of live stream here And they did a lot of introductions to other channels. People kept coming up to the camera, and we saw Scott from Rambling with the Brooms down there behind the grill a lot of the time, as well as you see these StreamYard panels where they've got a few familiar faces on there as well. They got a monetization coming up after the summer in another month and a half or so, so we'll be able to celebrate with them. And obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, and we're going to see what's happening with Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Now, they are getting very close to their 3,000 hours. I think they said they're only 50 hours away. So they're going to have it probably by the time our 600th episode comes up on Saturday, because that's only a few days away, lots of time, and I know they're swapping playlists with a lot of creators. So if anybody here right now would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements individually and independently, of course. And I'm just having a look at something in the background here. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is now at well over 2,800 subscribers. They're growing rapidly. One of the reasons, I believe, is because of their shorts videos, but they really are making a lot of effort in making themselves a part of the YouTube community. You'll see them on a lot of different StreamYard panels as well with other channels. And they've got some shorts that are really moving. We'll have a look at these. These have gotten into, lots of them have gotten into over 2,300 views, but one of them over 116,000, one of them over 313,000, and those continue to grow. Live streams are frequent here. They've got a notification on here for a few days from now. They'll be doing one on Sunday, Sunday Fun. They always do these. StreamYard panels there as well. Lots of familiar faces there. And in their videos, they bring a lot of variety and content. This is truly a family vlogging channel. So they might be indoors, they might be outdoors, they might be taking us on an adventure or giving us a chance to get to know them, or a story to be told. And Cabarar Gaming, forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel yet. I'm just putting you on there now. And we'll spin. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. I'm just going to show you Rihanna's weekly extras. And we'll see what they've got going on here. A couple of shorts videos already into the hundreds of views, getting close to 1,000. A few videos here, both indoors and outdoors. And then live streams, where actually this is where I caught Rihanna's weekly extras the first time for this balloon launch. But they're doing a few different things on both channels. So this is a complimentary channel to Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. The next channel we're going to get up is Nancy B. the Scratcher. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And next up, Nancy B. the Scratcher. So this is a channel that's fairly new to Superchat, but they've been here frequently ever since finding us. I think actually for every live stream since they found us. Pardon me, they've got 946 subscribers. They're officially on the road to 1K. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind. I've got the notification on for sure, and we're going to see what they've got going on in shorts. So lots of variety in between the lottery ticket scratching. Some delicious-looking content in some of these, actually. And let's see how these are doing. We're getting into 3,300, 4,500, and 8,500 views. Which is interesting to see. And then live streams as well. So I've got a notification on for one that's coming on Friday. Hopefully I'll catch them. For that, Fridays are a really, really, really tough day for me. But I always put notifications on for everything, regardless of start time. And that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Coffee walks and whatever. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. And Cabarar Gaming, look at that luck. It took me forever to get your channel onto the wheel. And forgive me if I missed that. For any of our members, they're supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, but I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody. Coffee Walks and Whatever is on the wheel. Low Red and Bunny Tracks. Is also on the wheel. And let's look at Cabaret Gaming. This creator is going to bring us a lot of different gameplay, both in videos, live streams, and shorts. So I'm going to grab their latest Driver 76 video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a video game I've never played, I don't think, as a matter of fact. Resident Evil's there, lots of Grand Theft Auto if we dig through the channel. I think they've played Bully and all kinds of different stuff. So they really mix it up. Shorts videos are obviously doing well because gameplay seems to drag in a lot of views. So 15,000, 25,000, 33,000. So they're doing great. And live streams are frequent. I catch them frequently on these live streams as well. They've got one coming up, and that's going to be tomorrow morning. So hopefully I'll catch them. I often do. And Cabaret Gaming's been another friend of well over 2.5 years now. They're working on 1,900 subscribers on this channel, but they've also got a vlog channel as well, where they bring us tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials, and this is all from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming. So let's look at their videos, and we see that these are very helpful tutorials. Some of them are actually advanced. Do they not have shorts on this channel? I thought you had some shorts, because when we look at the homepage, we see shorts. Or is this not yours? Oh, they changed the channel. I think you got another channel. Is that right? Or am I mistaken? Oh, yeah, there's some kind of a glitch going on with this channel and their shorts videos. I don't know why. But that's okay. Hopefully they'll get that sorted out. Cabaret Gaming, thank you again. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And see what's happening with Canadian Family Life. So that's Tiffany. She probably just left. It's very late for her. Like I said, it's either 1 or 2 in the morning, I think. And, oh, forgive me. Actually, Cabaret Gaming, I did get your name on the wheel. I thought I didn't. I didn't see it there, but I did. I accidentally did it twice, but that's okay. Canadian Family Life's coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Tiffany, you've seen already on a few channels in thumbnails, especially on StreamYard panels. This is a creator that's bringing us a lot of food bank haul videos and helping us understand how we can save money with groceries. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm not sure if M&T Living and Cooking is still here, but between those two channels, they are the first two that we know of to be monetized under the new system, where we only need 3,000 watch hours to get monetized, but Canadian Family Life will be working on 4,000 hours by very soon. And they're over 1,400 subscribers already, which is great to see. They bring a lot of variety, mail call videos. Fall Fest 23, they've done a shout-out video for a participation video for that. I'm just going to put this in my catch-up list as well because I want to see that. And let's see what they're doing with shorts. Some of these have gotten into over 1,000 views now, 1,100, 1,400. But one of them, they posted right before Tuber Chat one day, actually. It was just coincidence, but we were watching this one keep growing, and it's gone beyond 2,400 views now, which is great to see. So we'll likely see more of that. It's been a while since a live stream, but hopefully she'll do another one shortly. And like I said, you're going to see her on lots of people's channels as it is. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Mama 4 Boys is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. This is another channel that's here with us every day in Tuber Chat. And I mentioned it earlier, but one of the things I really enjoy in the Tuber Chat family are cooking videos and cooking channels. That's what we see most of on this channel. And I really like this particular channel because the meals that they make really hit home for me. This looks, most of what they do here looks like familiar meals that I have grown up and like been eating my whole life, as a matter of fact. And like I said, this is a lot of what we find in cooking videos and channels in the small YouTuber community and in the Superchat family is real world looks at what people are making. And I love these videos because we really, I feel like we can get to know creators by some of the similarities in the things that we might have eaten, or some of the interesting things that we might not have ever seen before. And we get to learn from each other as well. So that's another aspect of it. They're incredibly supportive. I run into them constantly supporting other creators. They're already into 1,500 and 1,600 views. Cabaret Gaming, please let me know when you get monetized so I can make sure I don't miss your monetization celebration. If that's what you're talking about, yes. Because it looks like they're going to do a party. I just want to make sure that I make it for the monetization party is what I mean to say. They've got a couple of StreamYard live streams so far that they've experimented with. We'll see if they're going to keep these up. Hilda DC, thank you for still being here. We still have yet to see her channel. She's in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. Pardon me, I'm yapping way too much. I can hear myself screaming at the camera again. I'm just going to take the latest video as well. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. And we see that they are bringing just delicious looking meals. A lot of classics here, like they did the St. Patrick's meal a few months ago. They've got mac and cheese over here, lots of like corn on the cob. We've seen that a few times. They did a hamburger helper type of thing. One of the things that they do on this channel is they show us how to make some of the things that we might find that are prepared in a grocery store from, let's say, the frozen food section, or things that might come in a box and things like that, and they show us how to make it from scratch, which is kind of cool as well. Little Red and Bunny Tracks is coming up next, and this is a couple of creators, a family of creators actually, that come to us from another channel called TWTTV. I'm going to show you that first because it makes it easier for me to tell the story. And this is a family of creators that brings us all kinds of food, travel, culture, music, and adventure. I'm just going to take their latest video. I can't believe how many videos you've been posting. I'm way behind now. But I'm taking the latest video. They bring us, look, they're always singing, they're always dancing, they're always having fun. They bring us to parties and different kinds of things on the channel. They're always having a good time. They're always energetic, very much so, as a matter of fact. And we see that through all of their videos on TWTTV. Now, they've been long time friends for at least a couple of years now. But this is cool. One of their shorts videos has hit over 1,000 views. And the reason why I wanted to look at this channel first is because then when we go to Lil Red and Bunny Tracks, who's in the chat with us right now, we see they've got 360 subscribers. So we want to push them a little bit farther. But we find music videos. Actually, this looks like it's a copy of the other video from the other channel, but that's okay. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Usually what we see here are music videos that are made by the same creators behind TWTTV, and this is really cool because they've been doing this channel for quite a long time as well. So it's wonderful to see a variety of content from these creators, but they've been loyal and dedicated supporters for a long time. Like I said, I think it might even be well over 2.5 years now, as a matter of fact. Coffee Walks and Whatever is coming up. That's OJ and Deb. We'll see what they've got going on, fellow Canadians. And they are here with us frequently as well. They give us a wonderful chance to get to know them because they do a lot of live streaming. When we look at their content, we see they've got a brand new video from this morning. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. They're working on 1,200 subscribers, so hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And, pardon me, I'm just doing one quick thing in the background here. When we look at their content, classic car shows, we see this from a lot of creators, actually. We've got quite a few friends in the homesteading community that also happen to be classic car fans. I don't know if that's a connection. Look at the Tim Hortons that they've got in their shorts video here as well. That's our Dunkin' Donuts type franchise here in Tuber Chat. Tales Told in the Dark, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I was lucky to catch you the other night. They caught them for what I think was a live stream, right? Coffee Walks and Whatever has got shorts videos that are now getting into 2,100, 2,300, and look at this, one of these has hit over 4,800 views, which is great to see. This is wonderful to see. My dear goodness, I didn't see that, but I didn't notice the thumbnail on that before. We don't get to pick our thumbnails. YouTube does that for us for now, but I think they're going to bring it back. They're probably just deciding how to do it because they're gonna copy something from either TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, because there's a couple ways those are done now. Here's OJ and Deb right here. Now I've been lucky to catch them a few times on live streams, but I guess it's already been a month since I've caught one of these. I hope I can catch you for another. I work outdoors a few days a week, so Mondays and Fridays are very tough for me with family obligations. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I'm doing ungodly work that I wouldn't wish on anybody, but it's what affords me the ability to be able to do Tuber Chat in the off days. But it's all, I laugh in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with these creators. Obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. And I've been lucky, like I said, to catch them on live streams many times. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And what we're going to do is go for one more break of 3 minutes. We still got a half an hour. That's enough time to put a few more channels on the screen. Quite a few. We'll get to Homestead in the Wood with Dee next. All right, we're back and looking at Homestead in the Wood with D. Grammy's Journal was just about to go. If you're still here, just let me know and I'll put your channel on the wheel right this second. We're only going to be here for another 25 minutes as it is. That should be enough time to get everybody on the wheel on the screen. If Tales Told in the Dark has time to spend, I'll put them on the wheel soon. So Homestead in the Wood with D, I see you've got a couple of brand new videos, and one of them's a mail call video, so I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. They got 785 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 800 that they're thinking about. They bring a bit of variety, both indoors and outdoors, as we can see, involving homesteading activities, if I'm not mistaken, gardening, canning, crafting, cooking, baking, and another love for classic cars on this channel, so you see what I mean. I'm going to look at the shorts videos and see how these are doing, getting into 2,000, 2,100, and almost 3,000 views on some of these, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that is frequent on the channel as well. Looks like they're doing these about once a week. Catlin, I've still got you on the wheel as well, which is great to see. We'll spin, we'll get another channel ready to go. And again, thank you everybody for being here and for hanging out. I know it's late on Wednesday when we do these streams. We do it because I have to work during the day. Usually I don't like to do them quite this late. It's great when we get to catch different people from around the world in different time zones, but I really try to mix them up. The last couple of months, it's been every Wednesday, right? Very late like this. Trish the Natural's up right now, and this creator's got 800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 900 they're thinking about. They've got a brand new one brand, two moose video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Trish the Natural brings us natural hair care on her channel more than anything else. She expands the content into wigs and weaves and other things we might expect, along with tips and tricks and product reviews, things we might enjoy. But Trish the Natural really puts a lot of focus on presentation, and you can see these bright, bold headshots will make this creator very recognizable. What I really love about the presentation in these thumbnails is that when we roll over the videos, they're an exact representation of what we can see from this creator in their videos, as you see when I roll over. I think that's wonderful, because this creator making themselves recognizable in this way with these very professional looking thumbnails, what will happen is when somebody's already enjoyed one video from Trish the Natural, and then the YouTube recommendation engine recommends them another video or presents them with another video from this channel, somebody will be inclined to click on that because they recognize the creator, right, on top of the professionalism. But you see that she's a dynamic host as well, obviously. She's incredibly supportive here in Superchat and with us as often as she can be, which is almost every stream, actually. And then I see her out supporting other creators as well. Shorts videos have gotten into over 1,000 views now, a couple of these over 2,100, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect to Trish the Natural. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Hilda DC is coming up, my dear friend. And she is a friend of now 3 years. Hilda DC was just messaging in the chat because she's letting me know that she's going to set up a celebration stream. Hilda DC does a lot of live streaming. I've actually joined her on many other channels as well. She shares with other channels and joins StreamYard panels, but she does a lot of streaming herself with StreamYard panelists and things like that. A lot of her videos, which she posts now occasionally, and was frequently, but we'll see what is going to happen with this creator and how their schedule for posting. But they do a lot of mukbang style product reviews, challenges, weird food combinations, and things like that. Hilda DC has a very special story, and every single moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a very long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels. They all do different things. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity it's probably what draws me to them. But what you will find is the opportunity to meet more friends and family members on any of their channels during premieres and live streams. Lori's Tech Time, good to see you in the house. I'm just getting you onto the wheel right away. And Hilda DC, well, let me say this. Every moderator here has a special story. A lot of creators do. I could probably go on and on. Most of you know I talk endlessly, but our moderators, I could probably do a live stream for 3 hours just talking about them. And Hilda DC has a very special story because this creator is one of the most encouraging creators that I have met in my 6 years now on YouTube, more than 6 years. And I say that because there are positive affirmations coming from this creator constantly on her own channel, in her content, and everywhere she goes. She stands behind and beside her entire community at all times. She's a very strong-willed creator, but she is always encouraging. Those positive affirmations continue in the content, in special effects on the screen. She even gets Nightbot on the case as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her so you can see what I mean. She's also got some shorts videos that have started to do very well, getting into well over 2,000, even 6,000, and one over 47,000 views, and then live stream. So she's going to set one up for a couple weeks from now to celebrate 3 years on YouTube, which is actually, she started the channel a long time ago, but started posting content regularly over 3 years. Or is she talking about being friends with me for 3 years? Because I think it's more than 3 years, but it's close. And then she is monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And let's spin the wheel. We got another channel on the screen. Come Hither with Heather is coming up from Australia. They might be long gone now because our time zones are way off. I think we're like a straight 11 or 12 hours from Come Hither with Heather. This is a creator who is incredibly supportive to others as well. They're here with us frequently in Superchat. They bring paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. I'm just going to put a notification on for something they're doing here. They've got a live stream coming up, so they're still in the States. I was wondering about that because we're hoping that Werner and Drew are going to make it to Canada, and if they do, I'm expecting to hopefully meet up with them at least once, if not more than that. I'm just going to put a notification on. I almost took it off there. I'm putting a notification on for a premiere for tomorrow as well. And this will be interesting because it's a different kind of content. Werner's Adventures and Drew's Adventures are just traveling around the United States right now. So Come Hither with Heather brings paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. I actually joined them on their channel just a couple of weeks ago with Tiffany from Canadian Family Life, and we were talking about Canada. Are Canadians really as nice as everybody seems to think we are? And lots of things to do in Canada when you're here. So it was a very fun and informative conversation. I think we were on for about an hour and a half. Shorts videos here have gotten into 1,900, 2,100 views, which is great to see. And live streams are frequent on the channel. You'll find Come Hither with Heather and Werner's Adventures together frequently. I'll look at Werner's Adventures channel as well. We find more explorations of abandoned locations here. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Tales Told in the Dark. Just let me know if you're still here. I'm going to try to move it through the last few channels. We still got 15 minutes. And then I'll take the opportunity to remind everybody again, episode 600 is coming up on Saturday. And it took us just over 3 years to get there. And we expect to be doing this exactly the way we're doing it for at least another 2.5 until we get to 1,000 episodes. So we'll see. You never can predict the future, but we'll expect that. You can see that we expected that from the beginning, but we've got lots of dear friends, and this is how the stories have really started to take shape over the last long while about some of the friendships and some of the channels that we've known. So Lori's Tech Time here has been a creator that's been a friend of what I'm thinking is about 2 years as well. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, because it could be longer. Much longer actually. Lori's Tech Time has been somebody who's also made themselves quite a part of the Tuber Chat community from the beginning. She is very active on the other social networks as well. I think I see her on Instagram more than anything else. There's X as well. She's changed up her... she's got her links up there for the other social networks also. She's working on 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Monetize, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And when we get into her videos, we see a bit of variety, but what she tends to bring us more than anything else in videos is tech gadget product reviews, electronics, right? And some of these are from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, but some of them are independent, and as you can see, some of them have done very well. Shorts videos, she's always experimenting with CapCut and other filter type things from TikTok and the other networks and things like that, and bringing them here. But some of these have done very well, getting into thousands of views, one of them over 19,000. And then live streams, she plays a lot of video games with creators, or pardon me, with supporters as well. So one of the things, actually, Lori's Tech Time, I hope you're still here. I'm not sure if you play, and forgive me for not knowing whether it's a computer or PlayStation or Xbox, but I recently got another Xbox. I haven't bought one in a very long time. Some of you know from the music channel that the footage that's taken is from Grand Theft Auto on Xbox, and I just got the new like a Series S and changed some of that footage so it's a little more updated and a little bit more fun. But I'm hoping to get into some multiplayer activity with some other creators as well. My Xbox came with bonus content for Fall Guys. I've played that once on a computer. Me and my son played it together at an internet cafe, and I'm interested to play with people as well, so we'll see. Now, Lori's Tech Time also has another channel called Lori's Vlogs and Shorts, and she's bringing, obviously, vlogs and shorts here, but this is the same creator. 449 subscribers, and on a computer, so I'm not sure if we can play Fall Guys together, but maybe I can join you one of these days. And then videos from this creator encompass a lot of vlogging and product reviews, and then shorts videos on the channel have started to really just go bang with 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and even well over 8,000 views, which is very cool. That will likely continue as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lori's Tech Time, and she has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. Songbits Laura is coming up right now. You'll have to pardon me. I'm gonna run away just for a second, but it's not gonna be 3 minutes. I'll be as quick as I can. I'm just at my workplace actually streaming tonight, so I'll be as quick as I can, and we'll get right back. All right, we're back. Forgive me for that. You're going to have to listen to me huff and puff now because I had to go up and down one flight of stairs. Songbits Laura is up on the screen right now. If there's anybody listening or watching still who hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat, and I will get you added onto the wheel right away. Songbits Laura is now working on 1,100 subscribers. And I see that they've got a live stream as their featured position here. They got a brand new video, dumpster diving, as well, which is a huge category on YouTube. And we got a few creators that do that as well. Songbits Laura brings us... did they change this or no? Chats, networking opportunities, moments of joy and laughter, which is wonderful to see, and possibly crafting and creativity, and an opportunity to hang out. I feel like they just changed their about page. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't read everybody's about page while we're on Superchat and this and that. Sometimes I do. Look at the shorts on this channel: 2,200, 2,400, 3,800, and even 8,500 views on some of these, which is one of these, which is wonderful. Live streams are frequent, so hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. They're almost every day. Trivia night, which is cool. I've actually been doing some of those as well, but Songbits Lore has seen that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a moment. Yeah, I think it is Lori's Tech Time. I think Fall Guys probably is. Mr. Fulton Mraz is coming up. This is another creator who's been friends with me for over 3.5 years, since before TuberChat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. And this creator now has over 2,000 subscribers. They celebrated a birthday a few weeks ago. They've done a lot of interviews on their channel. I've been interviewed over there. Mr. Fulton Mraz always brings us interesting, positive news in the chat whenever they're here as well, but obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. When we get into Mr. Fulton Mraz's content, we see well over 1,300 and 1,700 views on the shorts, and then live streams are frequent as well. As well, the interviews. He's interviewed lots and lots of different creators. I think he started another channel, but this is his main channel here. Let's spin the wheel. Again, if anybody hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen that's still listening or watching, just please say anything at all. I've got time for another channel or two if we'd like. Charlene Heel is coming up right now. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Charlene Heel is somebody who is full of positivity, energy, inspiration, and motivation. She brings wellness coaching on her main channel. She's got 2 now, monetized over here with super chats and memberships available to support her with when we get there. She's working on 1,400 subscribers and posts frequently. She's got some shorts videos that have gotten into 1,300 and even 1,600 views. And then live streams are frequent on the channel as well. I've got notifications on for a few that are going to come up. She's got a second channel as well. And I'll type this out: Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm just going to put you on the wheel right away because we've got time for a couple more channels. And Gloria's Platter's been a dear friend for a long time. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is also from Charlene Heel, working on 900 subscribers. Wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. So a complimentary channel to her original Charlene Heel. And she posts, I thought, frequently here. We'll see what she's going to do with this channel. Shorts videos have gotten into 3,300 and 5,300 views. Live streams are coming up. She's got one coming up tomorrow, so hopefully we'll catch that in the spirit of building wealth. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Kat Lynn is up here right now with 712 subscribers. They bring oracle readings. This is the kind of thing that can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening today, and what might be to come. For those of you who noticed as well, I'm just going to take the latest video here, put it in my catch-up list. Scratch and Pete PA, yes, Gloria's Platter. He's off right now, so he's either on his way already or will be soon. But he sends his regards, of course. He made sure that I know to tell everybody he says hello. You know, it's rare that he's not here. We can count on one hand. I think this is only the third time he's not been here in 3 years, if you can imagine that. But he definitely wants to let everybody know that he thinks about us if he's not here, and he's got some really exciting stuff coming up. Kat Lynn, I've got the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. I just want to see how their shorts are doing. So it was interesting because we've looked at these many times, but they've got 1,400 on one of these shorts, which is great. They posted another couple. One got 800 here and one over 1,500, which is great to see. So what happened though, Butler Family Farm, is when Superchat gets too busy, then I put the stream on unlisted. And what it does is it kind of really slows it down. You can imagine some creators kind of get like lost outside, and you got to make a bit of effort to get back in, because otherwise I can't get to everybody's channels, but I have to now, like the way that we've promised things, right? So it's just a trick. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody unless you absolutely have to, but when it gets overwhelming, my voice can't take more than 3 hours. That's why I take so many breaks as well. So that's a trick that I use, which is to just make it unlisted, and then I make it public again afterwards, after it slows down a little bit. So that's what I did tonight again. That's why we're getting around to every channel. Kat Lynn is here working on 800 subscribers, and we see that live streams are something that they're doing about once a week as well. So hopefully we'll catch them for one of these soon. I've always got notifications on for every channel. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming in. Yeah, I'm always jumping around. Butler Family Farm. I'm lucky to work on 2 monitors. I use a laptop, but I plug in one of those adapters, and I've got 2 monitors, so I use it in desktop mode. But I've got 1 window, and I usually have 4 different windows open of live streams or premieres, and I'm bouncing back and forth between everybody's stuff. Most people know that. And then the other screen is usually for whatever I'm working on at the time. And then thank you, everybody. I do appreciate the positivity. The other thing, too, a couple of people have like asked many times, like, you know, a few times over the years, but I used to work in radio. So I know sometimes it probably, you know, people will say things like, I don't know how he does it and this and that. I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody. But the reason I can talk the way that I do so long is because I've got so much experience, even before we started. And things have progressed. If you imagine now, we're coming up on episode 600. We have done Superchat live streams that started at an hour, but got to 2.5 hours pretty quick, and now expanded into 3 hours 600 times. So they say it takes 100 hours to get good at something and 1,000 to be great, but you know that like literally Superchat has gone on for thousands and thousands of hours, if I'm counting right. So it's a lot of time to talk, and I promise you the interesting part about it is that it doesn't stop after the stream. I talk endlessly all day, all night. I talk about YouTube constantly and social media and stuff like that. I don't know how. Even I do it as well. But oh, is that what you're using? Is it CapCut though? The video editing app, is that? I wonder if that's CapCut, Lori's Tech Time. I'm just curious because I've seen, I think it was actually through you that I found that, but I could be mistaken. Lori's Tech Time posts a lot even on the other social networks. CapCut is a thing that comes from TikTok to kind of give you a hint as to some videos that are trending and ways to kind of follow the trend, if I understand right. I haven't done it yet. One of these days, I'm going to intend on showing everybody a behind the scenes of Superchat, but I'll show you what I mean. See how the wheel is there in a window, and then I can take another window and put it beside, right? This is how I keep up with the chat. I keep this one here. Then I've got Katie's Kitchen, and I can switch that like this, and I can open another window on the side. And this is how I usually work. I've got 4 of them going, all on YouTube, all on the same account, that's how I'm able to jump in and out of everybody's premieres and streams, right? So, you know, you come in, you say hello to everybody, hang out for a few minutes, and as soon as it kind of calms down, open another one. You still got the chat open, you can still jump back in, and I try to leave the volume on unless I have to work and have it off, or not off, I put it low, right? And but that's how I'm able to get through so much at a time. And then I have two monitors, so I'm able to work on the other screen. Katie's Kitchen is here. Actually, if you look behind me at the green screen image, that's actually my computer setup. As a photo that I put for the background. One of these days I intend to do a behind the scenes look at it so you can see exactly how it's set up. But that's the two monitors there side by side, right? Katie's Kitchen is here with 86 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 90 and eventually 100 that they're thinking about. They are bringing a bit of variety on their channel, but obviously some delicious looking content. I really enjoyed their pot roast video because they do a couple of things that I wouldn't have thought of here. And I'm happy to learn from creators. I can cook to save my life, but not any better than that. So I'm happy to learn from other creators, especially in our Tuber Chat family. Shorts videos on the channel have gotten into 6,600 and 8,200 views. A lot of these well into the well over 1,000 as well. And then live streams are something that they seem to be doing frequently as well. So we'll see how Katie's Kitchen keeps up, and they're here with us frequently as well. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate everybody being here. Again, episode 600 is going to be here on Saturday. But before that will be Scratch and Pete PA, and he's got some really interesting content. Michael's Adventures, of course, sends his regards as well. He's just out working. He's usually here with us on the weekends, but these are both beloved and dedicated moderators, two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. Gloria's Platter has also been a dear friend of a very long time, and I'm really happy to see you're doing so well at 2,700 subscribers. I know I've been behind, but I'm just going to grab your latest video that you've got in the featured position here, put that in my catch-up list so I can catch up a little bit. She's been posting frequently. And then as well, shorts videos on the channel have gotten into now thousands of views, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 16, and 17,000. Which is great to see. But Gloria's Platter always has delicious looking stuff going on. One of the things that I really enjoy with her is the live streams. Now, it's part of me. You can see what I mean. We're actually at the limit of the voice now. Oh, goodness, pardon me for that. What I really enjoy is the cooking live streams, because she's very considerate about preparing, so she gets the ingredients and things ready. So when she gets on the live stream, she keeps up with the chat, but shows us, you know, the made content in making the dish or the meal that she's making, and it can be a very engaging hour of live streaming. So hopefully everybody will connect with Gloria's Platter, push her towards the 2,800 subscribers she's thinking about. She's been a friend of at least a couple of years now, and an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter. And thank you again, everyone. So we're off for a couple of days, and when we're back, thank you so much, because you've helped hit another milestone. Literally 600 episodes of Tuber Chat. I'm very excited, and we'll see everybody, and we'll do something special on Saturday. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.